Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. Our only viewer. Our only viewer that counts, anyway. And
Alright, time to ban people in the chat.
Well,
Because we got 4 viewers.
yeah, I presume 2 of those were you and the other one's Alex.
I'm not 2 people. Never mind.
Yeah, you're not 2 people, Matthew. Well done.
No, I am.
Not yet. Not
No.
yet.
I am.
I guess we'll just get started then.
The joke just never spread as well as the genre.
Joke never spread. I don't like that. Alright, let's... Yes, overwrite.
I have spent my life
Are you sure?
searching for the answers
Yep.
that my father and my father's
How many cigarettes did Samo smoke?
Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet?
So did you ever play Jack and Daxter?
I've completed this game, and I always end up quitting the second. So let's see if that changes.
I have asked the plants.
That'd be nice.
Remember, the plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall.
I'm sorry, what?
Even the rocks do not.
This game doesn't have any subtitles, unfortunately.
Every bone in my body tells
Oh,
me
bruh.
Perfectly legitimate PlayStation 2 visual glitches. So let's just quickly. Is this the one that fixes it?
in the search for truth and rejecting of my guidance.
Okay.
So when does that the Jack turn into a furry? That'd be pretty funny, I think.
I'm only the master of greedy go, one of the wisest men on the planet.
Exactly. Like Jack 2 just wanted to be GTA, but it was Jack 3 that actually made it into a good game.
Ooh, I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna bash the writing of Jack 2. Just the fact that it was not a very well put together game. Okay, what's all these glitches happening for? Let's see if I can fix
Don't
that.
most people like Jack 2 the most?
They probably do, but I mean, I'm just talking from my own experience here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. There's something here.
I just find it funny how, like,
messing with the game.
Jack is a silent protagonist, doesn't really talk, but then the first words you hear of him is, I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Oh yeah, but that's the shock. Okay, this is still not working.
Turn off interlacing.
That's not a thing I have in these options. Oh, in
Did you
these
ever try,
these options that you would obviously have on a PlayStation 2. Okay, hang on.
seriously, James, if you just hit your PlayStation 2, it'll just turn off anti-aliasing or something.
It's not that. It's the
What
shadows.
perfectly legitimate PlayStation 2 are you using?
The slim model.
The
The only one?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Alex.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
She
Jack.
said Jack 2 is emo phase.
Yeah, and Jack 3 is the just like, yeah, all right, we get it. We took a misstep. Let's fix this.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This
I,
place gives me the creeps.
I was using a perfectly legitimate PlayStation 2 to play Ace Combat 4.
Getting
to
desperate.
download-
Getting desperate, are we?
Is it junk?
Yeah. The
Eek! What is that, Doc? Ooh.
damn, not like the
It
most
sure
recent
looks
version.
friendly.
Huh?
Wasn't the one
The
that
same
they were
yaps on about the precursors that built
that
this
they
place all the time.
have the installer for on the
Why
site.
did they build this
Uh-huh.
crap? Now I like precursor orbs and power cells as
Otherwise,
much as
it
the
was
next
just
guy.
unplayable.
But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
So,
I think we're in trouble.
what is this?
This is Jack and Daxter, and this is the part where
It's like Ratchet and Clank, but not as good.
different. This is more platformer. Ratchet and Clank is more shooter.
I actually never played Jack and Daxter, so I actually wouldn't know. I just know first game platformer, second game GTA, third game
Third game, Mad
racing
Max.
game.
Yeah. The Jack
Oh
series
yeah,
was the.
Ratchet and Clank are in the racing game, aren't they?
I'm fine.
I don't know. I've never actually seen
I
much
know.
of Jack.
I know that one of the characters showed up in the others one's games at one point.
I know there was a Ratchet and Clank. Like you pick up an item and they do the dance they do in this when they get the item.
Don't tell me.
Oh, that might be it.
Heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told
Matthew,
you
have
not
you ever
to go.
played
Misty
this
Island.
game?
That's right. And then
No.
And Daxter.
I remember seeing it
Took a
at
much needed
GameStop.
bath, but in a
And-
bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man. Are you
Having
gonna
no
keep
interest in it
yapping or you
whatsoever.
gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north.
So James, did you complete this game 100% or?
Yes, I
was-
did.
Spoken to him in ages.
Oh,
And the reason I can't bring myself to play Jack 2 fully is because I need to 100% it.
The other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for
you
quite
you
a
gotta
while.
get let go, man.
The
No,
only other
I
way
can't.
north is by
You have
force of the
to.
fire canyon,
I refuse.
but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt
Alex,
precursor
we should
metal.
get
You can't
James
just walk
to
through
do
it.
100% Final Fantasy X. That'd be fun.
100%ing an RPG isn't as bad, I don't think.
Not an RPG, just Final Fantasy X.
energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right,
Matthew,
Daddy?
remember in the Thunder Plateau or whatever it was called, the lightning bolts?
Yeah.
Did you ever dodge 200 of them?
No.
From the villagers.
I never did.
Most of them have a power cell or two
Ever
stashed
what?
away somewhere.
Yeah, you have to
Maybe
dodge
they're
200
willing to
lightning
just
bolts,
give
but they
them
come at random.
Greasing their
And
palms
but there's
with a few
specific
precursor
spots
orbs
where
should
like
do the trick. And I
you
bet
can
there
do
are
the
even
lightning
more
bolts,
of them out
like
in the
dodge,
wilds just
and you have to do
waiting for some
200 of them to
brave
get like a
adventurer
super
to
weapon.
find.
But if you get hit, it resets, and there's no way to actually.
Brave adventurer. You two couldn't find
Shoot.
your way out of the village with
Ah.
Or maybe there is, and I don't know.
Before you do anything
Alex
else,
and I
you
just-
better go through
we don't have the
warp gate
patience,
and
so we
get
never
some
did it.
practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey.
There's also a
stuff,
chocobo
will we?
race where you have to
'Cause
get
I'd
like
hate to fall in
balloons
again and turn into
and
you.
avoid obstacles, and you have to get your time to 0 seconds.
Well, I mean, that sounds at least a bit more active of a thing to do rather than look. And here we are. The game's started. That's it. We go.
This device is a communicator.
Careful, Arno.
With it, my father
All right.
gives you advice at
Let's
any
leave him
time
here.
during your quest.
So, as you can see, this is just... Okay, hang on a minute.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
As I was going to say, this game has an inverted camera for some reason, but not
Right.
on the vertical, on the horizontal.
That's. Ugh.
And I have
Why?
no ability to change that.
Maybe you can change it in the settings in your PS2.
Actually, yes, that's a good point. Let's check. Actually, I might have done that myself at some point, and I just didn't remember. Let's see.
Alex, I don't know what you're talking about because
Uh,
I haven't played the game yet, and
this
if
is the right
you
stick.
keep saying that, I'm not going to. I'm too scared.
Is that the prequel to X3?
That's No, he's talking about Mega Man X2.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, hang on a minute. This is... I hate this. It's so annoying.
X3.
Wait, it's not...
Someone...
Alright, let's just... Okay, actually, yeah, I think I manually did that backwards for some reason. I don't remember why, but I did. I will say this game does have nice platforming tech for a PS2 game. Stuff that people congratulated Mario Odyssey for inventing, apparently.
It does look pretty good
It feels good.
visually.
Considering
I
that
know,
this...
but it's just the perfectly legitimate PS2 using.
No, I have deliberately kept it in regular PS2 range.
It's pretty good.
God, I forgot about all these cutscene
The
tutorials.
most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Oh God, zoomer. I didn't think that was going to be a word. I forgot.
What? They say zoomer?
Yeah, the hover bike thing is the zoomer. The A-Grav zoomer. Yeah, don't mind the fact that save card sprite is clipping into the ground. Okay. There we go. Sometimes you want to hit things harder. Yeah, no shit.
Just like my son.
Alright.
You found one of my scout flies. I sent 7
Yeah.
of them to each area to look for power cells, but the workers must have captured them
But the,
all.
one thing I do know is that the plot in this series goes so off the rails that they need to course correct for 2 whole games. Because the like they do stuff in Jack 2 that ends up causing stuff in Jack 3 that they can only fix by Jack X.
That last scout fly had a
Wow.
power cell.
Did you ever play Jack X?
If you collect
Nope, but
all
I've seen
the
it, and
area, you can find
as much as I just kind of discounted it as a spin-off, apparently it is actually good.
Apparently it is a good one.
And I mean, in the same way that everybody just likes the boat stuff for Assassin's Creed now, people like the cars in Jack 3.
There are boat races?
In Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Well, not races, but as in like all the boat stuff. Assassin's Creed 3 had boat stuff, and then people liked that, so they made 4 more about boats.
I remember 4 having the boat stuff being really like kind of lackluster and just kind of
There.
yeah, it's a cool concept, but that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's cool. Like oh my god, I'm gonna upgrade my ship so that I can tackle like fortresses. But like good, I got a stat increase.
The number go up.
It's like
Body.
what was it? Some guy I watch. I'm not sure who it was, but I remember one time he was saying
the floating clusters.
like
This vent will give you a full
stat
charge of
upgrades
blue
and
eco
skill
energy
trees in
for the
action games are
maximum
really
time.
meaningless because they don't actually change anything. It just makes number go up,
Exactly.
and I think that applies for most games.
That's why I like well-made Well, I was going to say Metroidvania. That's what I meant. Castlevania is one of those.
Yes.
Alright, now, is there anything around here? This is, after all, a collectathon platformer. There we go.
Are you gonna 100% for stream?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's not a
Wow.
difficult game. Well, I mean, as in it's not exactly known for its difficulty or anything.
But you know, like collectathons always have that one like really difficult or just irritating part that for some reason isn't all of them.
As far as I remember, Jack 2 has that. This doesn't, thankfully.
Or
Oh.
like how Mario Odyssey has an extra 600 stars.
Yeah, I really don't like that. Because they're not really anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like collectathons, they're not really anything either. It's just get the thing, do the thing.
No, but Mario Odyssey has a very boring like stars or tedious stars just to bring the number up to 999.
So it is big number.
It's the biggest number.
And not to
There's
mention,
no other number higher than that.
Mario Odyssey is kind of a bit barren compared to its previous entries, and even compared to most collectathons. Most collectathons, like, you're collecting things for upgrades, whereas you're definitely not doing that in Mario.
It says, remember when
I mean, that
Assassin's
was a good-
Creed was supposed to be a trilogy?
Exactly.
Well, it says AC. It could be
Ace
talking about
Combat?
Ace Combat.
Or Armored Core, or
Very predictable.
Arkham City, because there were 3 of those, right?
Yeah, the Arkham City games. Oh wait, Jack actually has a voice. And he sounds nothing like how he sounds in 2.
Is it just like grunts and stuff?
Yeah, it's just a bit of a grunt when you jump. Just little green
Every
balls.
time he talks, he's like, Praxis.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Who is Praxis? Is that Clancy Brown?
I think, yeah, he's Baron Praxis. Alright, that's just there. Right. This, as much as I didn't actually ever play this game as a child, it does give me, like, second-hand nostalgia for Crash Twinsanity. Which I suppose is appropriate, considering Crash is Naughty Dog.
There's a similar first level as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the area is similar. Yeah, those little dances that you do when you pick up a power cell, that's Ratchet and Clank like had an Easter egg of one of them. It was very clearly just wink wink, nudge nudge.
I like Daxter's wide smile.
He's just baring teeth.
Yep.
His head's too low polygon to actually show it off.
I remember
At least it's more than 2.
I remember one of the videos was talking about how the animations in Jack and Daxter, I'm not sure if it was just one or like all 3, but the animations are pretty good. And I like how they look. It's nice. Very smooth and flows well.
We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay in chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine.
I mean,
Adventure away then.
his face
While you're out,
kind of looks like one of those videos of like Resident Evil, but the animations are turned up.
100%.
follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
It does have a very Saturday morning cartoon feel in this game, and also this is literally a recolored plan from Crash Bandicoot, as far as I could tell. Like, I think it's just that, but red is. All right. Uh oh. Slow down. That's not good. Oh. Okay. I don't remember much of the geometry of this game, so it's going to be a bit annoying.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Oh god, he said it again.
Rule number 1. I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Daxter sounded like John there for a minute. I don't like it. Like he said something exactly like John would. Alright, now let's Sandover Village. Where the hell am I going? I'm turned around. Ah, there we go. Wow, this game is not enjoying this area at all. Hang on, let's see if I can do something about that.
Maybe your disc gets scratched or something.
Yeah, let me just cough on the PS2. What if blocked off for a reason? Yeah, that's a good point. The fact that the eco vents.
The eco spill.
And also, if it's like pressurized, opening more will lessen the pressure.
Destroy the ecosystem. Oh wait.
No,
Matthew, did you just invent
the life energy of this. The life energy of this series is called eco, Matthew. That's why.
It looks like scout flies
Jack is
are
actually
always in
Cloud.
red boxes.
I mean, he's got the hair.
That was a crash spin.
Well, yeah, it's made by the people who make Crash. Okay, it's still not. It's still going quite slow here and there. So
Point, James.
yeah, it's their copyright.
I don't think you can copyright something like that.
Shut up.
Jack and Daxter is a prequel to FF7. I thought FF7 was a prequel to FF7. Yeah,
It
that
is.
was Final Fantasy.
It's
DQ.
See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power.
There's no power.
Final
It's
Fantasy
Final
7
Fight.
is it? Fatal Fury.
yeah, that one.
Final Fantasy 7 is prequel to Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Yes, exactly.
You're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution
Well, my food's ready,
to my
so
re-election campaign,
I'm eating.
I'd like to
Typical politician talking about his re-election campaign.
minimum contribution is a very modest.
Dempsey's re-election campaign involves eating.
Wow. This is just empty bit of a house. Why are there spy drones in other people's houses? Why are they all in boxes? And here we have another person.
Well, hello there, my dear boy.
Hello there.
Most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journey yesterday.
Journey?
I seemed to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a
It's
sort
funny
of
that I remember.
fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Your dear old uncle, who is in no way related to you. Because time travel. Time travel shenaniganery. Always the best way to expand a mythos, isn't it, Matthew?
Huh?
Time travel is the best way to expand your mythos.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the
Yes,
river.
of course.
Doesn't cause problems at all. Okay, something is distinctly slowing the game down when I look in that direction.
Politician.
It's too many folds to render. Oh, it's the Muse dude.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Full of spunk.
Oh, I get it.
Alright.
Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a parcel if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
Would you believe they never do this again for most of the game?
They never go to a village?
No, as in, they just any characters that have you do a quest kind of thing. It's not like, oh, here's a quest that you can finish later on in the game. It's just, no, here, do this thing for me right now. It's mostly just
I don't actually know what's going on.
people are just saying, hey, we've got you want these things? Do this for me, and we can't do them yet. So
Oh no.
it is a bit of an open world platformer. And I say a bit because not entirely. Oh yeah, I remember that. The combat in this is a little bit janky, I suppose is the best way to put it.
It's a little bit Jackie.
Yes, janky.
Jank and Daxter. Jank and Daxter.
Jank. Yes, Jank and Daxter. As Alex so well put, the sculptor man wants his muse back. But one has to question, did she not just run away of her own will?
One doesn't have the voice.
What are these again? Okay, I don't think we can break them yet.
Maybe if you actually get it.
I think it's a matter. Okay, well there we go. Yeah, we have to get the bombs to break it. The fucking bomber birds. Eh. Oh. Or is it? What is it that's firing it? Is it in the tower? I don't know.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
Big bird butt. I definitely think that the Saturday morning cartoon aspect is going to wear thin a bit. Because it's minorly funny every now and then. Which I might as well get the rest of the complaints out of the way. The health system is god awful. Right, you see that number that shows up?
Yeah.
That's not your health. That's how close you are to getting another pip of health. You only ever have 3 total hits. And then once you get 99 green eco, it goes up 1. So essentially they treat hits like lives in a Mario game. And I mean, that would be fun. Huh?
I feel like there's something else that has a similar system that can't be fun.
I mean, it'd probably be around this era, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Who knows?
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Why would they deliberately make... I mean, I get that the culture changed around the whole sidekick character tells you what to do thing to be tongue-in-cheek ever since, like, I suppose just around this era, but really, making the person that points you in a direction annoying seems a bit counterintuitive.
It's a parody of Ocarina of Time.
That's what I mean, though, like... Navi wasn't supposed to be annoying. She just was. Whereas making that same type of character deliberately annoying just makes them more annoying in my mind. Don't you see?
No, I'm blind.
I'm blind. Alright, Uncle. Here, give me a power set.
I see you two are back to make the trade.
To trade?
Jolly good. Hey, you have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
So the collectible in this game?
Yeah, the power cells are the important, the progress skating ones. But you don't get the secret ending unless you collect all the orbs. The secret ending, which is just sequel bait. That's the mare. Let's go off in this direction. Let's see if we can find why we're lagging.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainflake. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures.
I just realised that her hat hood thing is supposed to look like a bird. I hate it.
I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely.
Push that egg off the cliff. Don't worry, I put some more hay underneath it so it won't break. Yeah, I'm sure a bit of hay will stop anything from happening to that poor egg. Wait,
This is the original egg drop challenge.
Was this the uncle? Yeah, it was. Right, so. And this is the yaks. She wears a bird's head to show who's boss. That's number 5. Alright, farmer.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those hungry yak cows.
Exactly the same as how I wear a cotton sweater anytime I think I'm going to be near sheep. Oh, wait, no, wool. God damn it.
Gotta show those plant sheep who's boss. And now we have to knock the yak cows back into their pen. Because every game has one of these things. Herding, the most common element of a game. Come on, turn around. You literally can just smack the cat. Get in. There's more of these than I thought there was.
Whoever thought that this was a good idea?
Apparently everybody who's ever designed a video game. Oh, there's a 5th. Get going. Get going. Get. Get. Alright. Yes, I think the reason that this game is somewhat slowing down on this legitimate PS2 is because some of the areas that you can't get to yet are already rendered if you look in a certain direction. Come on, get in.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
But is it as bad as rendering a whole city that could just be a skybox?
When did this happen?
Dark Souls.
Oh. I mean, Dark Souls is running on better hardware.
I know, but still. Why?
Yeah, true. That's this. Yeah, this is slowing down because we're looking in the direction of the other area. Well, hopefully, once we hit like a load box or something, this problem will sort of disappear. The Forbidden Jungle. Legends of the Forbidden Jungle. Yeah, let's go back. Get everything we can in the area because that is the way of the platformer.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
It sounded like you just said that funky sculpture shitting. That funky sculpture shitting on that rock over there. And here we have Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about.
Who awakens the oracle?
Who awakens me?
One of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120
Take his eyes.
precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Present me. Is it as bad as Sonic 06 loading other character routes when they're inaccessible? I mean, not with Dark Souls, because I mean, Dark Souls doesn't exactly take any kind of hit from that. It's just inefficient. Yeah, there's the water. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Yeah. Okay, that's going into another area. Yep, the music changed for a second, so that's the point where you turn around. I'm sure that younger, more bright-eyed gamers would have found this game amazing.
What a weird-looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
You don't.
No, I mean, I like it, but I'm just...
What was that?
What's what?
The egg thing falling on your head and stopping until you moved out of the way.
Yeah, when you pick up the blue eco, it opens up all the way and then just slowly drops down until there's nothing in it. Smack. Come on. Why do they make the dogs squeal when you hit them? That's the one thing you're supposed to not do in video games.
Hit dogs?
Well, at least not make it sound bad when you hit them.
No. You're a monster and you need to know.
It's so terrible. Ah, yeah. So this is the story mission that they want you to do. But like a good gamer, I turn around. I say no. I don't want to.
Alex said he played it as a kid but didn't have the patience for it.
Didn't have the patience. Well, I mean, that's... Many of us probably had that kind of situation with a certain gamer or other. Uh-oh. Now, is my memory going to serve me until... Oh, wait. There's stuff in the water. So no, my memory didn't fool me. I wonder if all the lines in this game from Daxter are scripted. Or are they just...
No, they're procedurally generated.
You know what I mean. Is it like... Are you just going to get them all once when they're relevant, or are we just going to get the problem of the same lines repeating when you do a certain thing?
Just wait and see. I won't have to deal with it at first because I can't hear it.
Exactly. Bird! Why does it fucking spin it so far?
Because they have to make you do things.
Ah, I see, because the game wants you to race the bird to it. Drown for the orbs, Jack! Drown! Drown for the video game number to go up.
That certainly was a weird part of Metal Gear Solid 4.
4? There is no Jack in 4. Nobody even calls him Jack, as far as I can remember.
Yeah. Just surprising, I guess. But hey.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. There we go. There we go. I feel like I've subconsciously made speedrun tech in my mind when I barely even remember this game.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. I need you to collect every egg. Senator Daxter. How the fuck can I hear her? Where is she? Why is old bird lady audible here? She's inside the egg.
It's time to make the mother of all omelets. Meet me down here. All right. There.
Oh my! I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's the power.
I hope it's okay. The bird said, "Mama."
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Shame we couldn't make an omelet, isn't it? See, this is something I like about this game. It leaves like evidence of stuff you've done around the map.
Can you get in the egg?
I could try. No, it's got collision. Damn it. It's only visually open.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Game sucks. God damn it, stop making me hit the dogs. I don't wanna.
You will hit the dogs. You won't like it.
I don't. Yeah, I think I remember how this went. And here we see the generic enemy of the game. Which is just these red guys who become sentient NPCs in the second game. Which just makes the fact that you fucking kill them by the droves in this one a bit weird.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe that they want you to feel bad.
I don't think it occurs to most people to feel bad about it, but for those like me who actually consider these things, it feels bad. Feels bad, man. Feels Batman. The sage will be having a feast on that bird tonight. Oh, hang on, is that dynamic music there? Oh, it is. Would you look at that? When you step up onto when you step up here, the music changes. It gets more elements. Alright. Let's turn the camera a little bit so the game isn't slowing down. It wasn't this bad when I tested it. Is there a way to... Oh wait, yeah, I think I remember. You crouch. There we go. and get what looks like a particularly great uppercut.
What did I miss?
Samos is going to kill a baby bird and eat it.
Ah, good. Okay. Where's Bird's head to show them who's boss? Pete away.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff, so it ain't gonna help us.
All right, thanks for the incessant tutorial, Daxter.
You're welcome.
All right, have to get back up. Otherwise, we've just been chilling.
Good.
So what you eat, Dennis?
I ate cod.
I ate God. Okay, game, come on. Come on, game.
That's it.
God is dead, and I ate him.
Yep.
There we go.
Lamau. Shimigami Tensei, you kill God? Loser, I eat God.
Well, there is a game series called God Eater.
God Eater, that's my title.
But then they do a special thing where instead of saying just God Eater, they say Deus Phage to sound cool.
My internet just fucked up there, so I didn't even hear what you said after instead they call.
Instead they call. Some call him Dovahkiin. Dragonborn. Alright, let's go back to the Oracle and hear Dr. Claw give us a precursor orb. Dr. Claw ASMR.
So,
Huh?
now what?
Can I carry on playing the game? I mean, this is a platformer. It's not exactly entirely an experience. So we just chat about things.
Well, Alex says he remembers when people were making fun of the IGN God Eater review.
What
Or
did
like, got him.
What did they do? Like, I don't. In my mind, God Eater isn't exactly something that could possibly have something like that happen. It just kind of exists.
What did IGN say, Alex? Give me the goods.
Ooh.
This is an interrogation.
Shush! It's time for Dr. Claw.
Bring to me.
Bring to me.
Precursor orbs, and I will award you a power cell.
I will award you a power cell. Wait, how many do you want? You want 100 or 200? 200 is a bit much. Okay, I suppose it's... Bird Lady's got a quest done. Mayor. The mayor wants some precursor orbs.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good.
Yeah.
A sizable one, I hope.
Okay, Scooby.
Okay, it's a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Gratitude. Who are you looking at? It just reminded me of, I think it was a Vine or something, where it's just like the one guy keeps looking at the camera and everybody says, "Who are you looking at?"
Funny.
Which, I mean, that's the best way to break the fourth wall, I think. Not exactly like to talk about it, just for it to happen. And everybody else is confused by it. If I remember correctly, there is a part where you have to like just like run halfway across the map to activate a bunch of things in a time limit. Oh, that actually does damage. Alright then. It's time to only roll. Never mind. It's time to get slowed down for some reason. Damn it. Never mind, it doesn't work as well as I thought. Now, what am I... Oh, I have to activate those things. Yeah. So, how is everybody? Been playing video games?
No.
Been playing simulators? Featuring the voices of anime voice actors? What happened?
Ace Combat 8? 8 Combat?
8. 8's combat, wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, that's not enough.
Is Ace Combat 7 pretty recent?
It's the newest one, isn't it?
You came out a year ago?
Oh, okay. So 8 Combat is maybe like a year or two away.
Well, depends. Since you see, Ace Combat 7 came out in 2019. Ace Combat 6 came out in 2007.
Yeah. That's...
Well, Matthew, you could make a revival of the series.
Yeah,
Buy all the
Matthew,
copies, like, it's selling so well.
aren't you excited to see Ace Combat 8 in 2026?
8 Combat.
Why is Samo so mean? What kind of like person that was Daxter before all of this? That literally everybody in the village fucking hates him.
What were you talking about?
Daxter, the guy who became a furry. Like every word said about him by anybody else is just like, God, I hate that guy. And if they recognize him, it's like, shut up, you fucking prick. How can somebody be so just universally maligned, except for the mute kid?
Because the mute kid can't talk back. Why do you think he hangs out with Jack? Jack can't say no.
Don't say it that way, Dennis.
He's too drunk.
Alright, there's not any more blue eco here. Don't think. Oh, there's all of it in here. So I guess if I go backwards. Alright then, turn around. Time to run this way. Alright, and jump. Wait, where am I? That's what... I just remembered what I was actually supposed to be doing here. Come on. Ah, I missed it, didn't I? Bollocks. So what about you then, Dennis? You've been playing through the second half of the 10 story?
No.
I think he's been playing 10-2, meaning he's been playing 12.
10 plus 2 equals 10-2, don't you know?
I've been playing Mega Man 10-2.
The weakest one. In my opinion.
X2?
Yeah.
When you
Which...
say weakest, what do you mean?
The other Mega Man could beat him up.
it's not very good is what I mean. I mean, like, it's built on the same base as 1, so it's not, like, the worst thing ever. It's just... It's kind of barren. Empty. They made a sequel because they wanted a sequel, rather than anything else.
I find the... getting the 0 parts kind of stupid.
Damn it. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, because, I mean, most people find that they don't even use the final upgrade thing, ever.
Yeah, but if you do the 0 parts, he actually skips the boss fight.
That's less content.
Yeah, but... I mean, would you rather fight 0 or just go straight to the final boss? Because he's not even that hard, he's just more... Like, if you die to Sigma, you have to fight 0 again, it's just kind of...
Ah, well, if that's the case...
difficult.
If that's the case, then yeah, maybe just leave it.
Kind of... Thanks for the warm-up, I guess. That's the only reason I would do it.
Oh, well, I mean, of course, my completionist brain insists on not doing that anyway, but still. It's not the worst thing, I don't think.
So it is the worst thing.
Mega
Man X6.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you just make it so you can permanently lose the ability to progress? Although I will be fair, Mega Man Zero kind of has a bit of that as well.
Yeah.
Mega Man Zero is a better story and mostly a better game, but it still has that glaring, and I do mean glaring, flaw.
I don't like how you level up weapons in Mega Man Zero. Cause like, yeah, it makes sense, you know, use a weapon often, but you tell me I have to hit an enemy 1,000 times just so I can bigger number?
In a Mega Man game?
I remember, apparently in the later games they just fixed that by like, just upgrade it like everything else.
Yeah. That's how...
It's kind of like, what the fuck?
One thing I noticed that this game did as a bit of a just commonality between design, all of the creatures that are like influenced by Dark Eco have like these bits of the jaw that stick out, which you'll see on the snake when I'm standing still.
So you're saying that Daxter has a bit of the jaw just...
But that's what I mean, he doesn't. The whole Daxter turning into what we will eventually come to know as an Otzel makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Have I been influenced by Dark?
No, your jaw sticks forward, Matthew, not out. Not out to the sides. But I mean, also, like, it's clear that the idea of if something's influenced by Dark Eco, it gets that. As we can see with spoilers, the villain is the very guy we're supposed to be going to see to help us with the Dark Eco stuff, who we saw in the opening cutscene. But like, he has them. So why then does... First of all, why does Daxter turn into an Otzel? And then why does Dark Jack not have that?
Dark Jack
It would look weird.
came in Otzel.
Although I suppose you will also notice that his girlfriend, being Gaul's girlfriend, whatever her name is, Maya, she doesn't have it. So I guess it's just, if you want the character to look attractive, you don't. Gaul and Maya. That's the two floaty people we saw at the first opening cutscene. The totally not evil ones. Okay. Hop, and a skip, and a jump. Like, I feel like they went for a bit of the whole Star Wars Dark is not evil stuff, but then they kind of just stopped.
Just like Star Wars.
Yep. Precursor beam. That means fucking nothing. Oh, bollocks. Well, oh wait, oh. Speedrun tactics, I expected to do that. totally intentional. Entirely intentional. Why is there cowbell?
What are they called? Stars.
Oh, the power cells.
Yeah. How many are there in the game?
That's a good question. I don't remember. I don't think there's quite Mario levels, but... Boy.
How many do you have now?
14.
There are 15 in the game.
Actually, yeah, I forgot that there's actually a guide here in the game. So it's not actually going to be that too much. That's why I remember it wasn't that hard to actually complete it.
Patrick, look, how many power cells do you think there are? 10.
Oh, we know that there are at least 14.
Yeah, I've completed the game already, don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? Oh, of course I do. If I remember correctly, there's a minigame around here somewhere. Where a fisherman gets you to catch fish.
Oh, of course.
At least Jack isn't really into fishing.
Yep, I think he's down here actually.
My sister started playing Persona 5 recently, so I decided to do a New Game Plus of it. And I only discovered fishing like
It was
3 years after. Like, bruh.
But you're not playing Royal? Huh?
What? You're saying I didn't buy a full price game that has very little changes? No.
Well, I mean, if you do the right ending, it might appear to be more changes.
No, what do you mean you're not gonna buy Street Fighter Super Ultra Arcade Championship cool radical edition?
I mean, to be fair, what I have to say to that is Persona games do have a pattern of having an expanded release.
So do Kingdom Hearts games, but Kingdom Hearts 3 just made the DLC.
But the difference with the Kingdom Hearts is they come years later.
And Persona's like, I need the re-release.
At least Persona 4 Go on different platform.
Yeah.
Even a one of them boogers.
Boogers.
Poison the whole darn catch.
This is how you catch fish, apparently. Shit. Fuck. Of course it has to only use the left stick.
Here comes a big one.
Here comes a big one. Damn it.
Steady boy.
Damn it. Why is this so difficult?
Guess you're just not good at fishing.
Gotta get your fish level up.
No, I'll just use the Leviathan fishing rod DLC. That'll make it easier. Why is it so fucking intense?
Persona 3 was on PS2, so it couldn't do the DLC expansion.
Here comes a big one.
Persona 5 isn't. Yeah, see? What if they release Persona 5 on PS2 just so they can re-release on PS4?
I mean, that would be impressive, frankly.
It would.
Does Persona 5 Royal still charge for the same DLC?
Apparently, they have a bunch of new DLC, and the previous DLC is all free. But they still charge it for the vanilla game.
Well, I mean, if they're giving the DLC for free, that's
The vanilla game has €50 worth of DLC.
exactly.
I hate Atlas.
Steady boy.
It's most companies. You can't blame them in particular.
No, but when Square Enix does right, I don't know. Come on.
I'm starting to. Please, I'm starting to zone out. Make commentary. I can't.
Alright,
My brain can't work with too much fish.
so, the other way in Final Fantasy 15, you can do fishing just whenever you want.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever actually level up to the max? 'Cause
Yes.
I remember first playthrough, I completely forgot about it, and like, I was like, oh, I'll just do a new game plus, I guess, and then I'll just do it there. Then just like forgot about it again.
I don't think I did.
I have.
Also, wasn't there like fishing DLC or something like that? Like, what was that about?
Is it
What am I missing?
fishing rod?
Is that it?
No, it was all 3 different equipment pieces you could have for the DLC.
Okay.
No, that was the one thing I never did level up because everything else just I think leveled up like
As you go.
naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I mean, like, you don't have to deliberately level up fishing either. It kind of levels up quick enough if you're just going through the specific events. All of the Navith quests and the like. And whenever Ignis asks you to fish for him.
Really? Because I
Probably.
remember I only got like level 6 or 7 while everyone else got like Also, what was Gladio's skill? Camping or something?
Survival.
That
Which
was
is,
it.
I mean,
was
that, like, it's the least active of them all because you just, as it goes through, it levels up a little bit. That's all.
But like, what does it do?
He just occasionally picks up items, like healing items and the like.
That's pretty useful, I guess.
Pretty boring, but useful.
In real life, that'd be really cool because you just magically find items. Like, whoa! you found
Whoa!
a potion.
I just
Great
found this. I just found this thing that brings you back from death.
It looks like a feather. I wonder what it is.
There we go. And now we have basically the Crash Bandicoot TNT crates.
So, any other games that aren't about fishing, but for some reason have fishing in it?
I'm
Near.
Yakuza.
Yakuza as well, yeah.
Yakuza is a... Okay, Yakuza is a minigame collection.
With just a particularly big minigame about brawling Yakuza.
And a turn-based RPG in the new one.
Yeah, that's... Judge Eyes is, in my mind, Judge Eyes is more... Oh, I died. Judge Eyes is more Yakuza than Yakuza Like a Dragon ever would be.
But Like a Dragon is like a dragon.
Kiryu has a dragon tattoo!
Kiryu is pretty manly.
I feel Like a Dragon is essentially just a kind of intermediary between Dead Souls and the main series. Like, it's got that kind of tongue-in-cheek humor to it.
What if Like a Dragon is not actually 7, but a RPG spin-off?
Well, that's clearly what it kind of
And it will
is.
become more popular than the main game. And it will be called Yakuza Quest.
No, it'll be called Yakuza Sona.
Yakusona.
Yakusoba.
Apparently, when the
Yakisoba.
developers were showing like gameplay of it, they compared it to Dragon Quest and like,
Yakuza?
yeah,
What?
like a dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, I get it. I get it now.
But like, I get that Dragon Quest is an RPG, but To me, that doesn't seem impressive. That just means that Dragon Quest is a bare-bones turn-based RPG where you can make anything like Dragon Quest. It's like, oh, it's like Mario, because you jump.
Yeah, but you have to understand, in Japan, Dragon Quest is your granddaddy's game.
Just like,
Respect your elders, but also be... huh?
What's a game that's like, or a game series that's like, respect your elders. Oh, you didn't play this game that was like 10 years older than you? How could you? That's actually...
Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Final...
but like, that's an obvious one.
Specifically 15, because it says you should probably play King's Quest. King's Knight, rather. Not King's Quest.
Fuck King's Knight.
The original, not the mobile game. Do you have any examples, Matthew?
Well, not games, but like any movie that
reboots after
people would consider a classic.
Matthew, I have the same problem. Like, just any movie at all. It's like, what, you didn't see this movie? Well, how could you? Like, it's 10 years old. Do I have to archive every movie that's like at least 5 years old?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we don't live in the age of DVDs anymore.
I know, but it's like, I don't want to watch the movie. I've never seen this movie and I have no interest. Why do I have to watch it just because you said it?
I don't want to watch Man in High Castle or Three Kingdoms for the 50th time.
Germany.
But Nazi Germany. Okay, that's it's getting too mean. I need to stop. I need to stop my motor mouth.
Don't worry, I'm talking about something else.
Alright,
what's another one?
I'm lost.
Game series, people say it's really good. They're not, and they only say it's good because of nostalgia. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
But Dennis, Spider-Man advertised it to us, Dennis.
Okay, I'm willing to forgive.
It must be good if Spider-Man said so.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, Mr. Hawk. Thank you very much, Tim Apple.
Why are you Tony Hawk?
Did you actually see that it's getting a remake?
Yeah, I heard.
Why is it Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2? Is it like the same maps from them?
The one that probably has the most nostalgia.
But why is it 1 and 2? Why not just...
Because probably making just the one would be too little content for what people expect.
You know that a game company will never consider too little content to be a problem.
Oh yeah, they won't, but I'll also understand that maybe if we give them both, it'll make them want it more.
They might be,
yeah, but
they might be similar enough that like...
That is an exception.
Lasers.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Is there a game remake recently or like a remaster or something that was like full price but it was just like one game? It's like, this is way too short.
Resident Evil 3.
That was it.
Alright,
Resident Evil 3 had like...
At least with that they do...
That had like a choice
thing. It is like a remake.
What was Resident Evil 3's gimmick? Like,
Nemesis.
You say different things and you do like different areas or bosses or something?
Oh, what is it? The zapping system or something?
The what? I mean, 3's gimmick was chiefly Nemesis.
Yeah, but that's an advertising gimmick, not a gameplay gimmick.
And it is. I mean, not the remake. The remake kind of undoes it a bit, but yeah, the whole thing was like, he will never stop chasing you.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I can get it.
System is only in Resident Evil 2.
Oh, Alex says
Ocarina
of Time and GoldenEye.
Basically, anything for millennials on the N64.
Yes.
Which, no offense to any millennials ever watching this, but you kind of need to shut up a little bit.
I like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I like Ocarina of Time. I just don't need to hear about it every fucking 2 seconds.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry for bringing it up earlier.
Although at least everybody kind of understands that GoldenEye is shit now.
Yeah.
I really don't hear about these two so that often.
You don't do anything, Matthew. You
Yeah,
live.
Matthew,
You live.
what do you do code? Oh, you just stay indoors.
I suppose I don't go to watch that game, so.
Well, I don't do that either, but I still hear it.
I'm actually too scared to go to
Hello.
r/gaming.
Alright, I'm after getting lost now. Where was I going? Does this game have like a... Aha, it does. And I can't figure out where it is anyway. Great. And I mean, the fact that people get really so up in arms about remakes, it's a bit much. If you want the game to be different, let it be different. If you want it to be the exact same, don't play it.
If you just want the same game,
just play it.
Why not just play it?
Yeah, exactly. Things
Alex says add Final Fantasy VIII to that list. I've seen more hate for it than, like, defense.
I've seen violent neutrality. It's just like,
what?
This exists.
I have no strong opinions whatsoever.
I have no strong opinions, and you better not act like I should.
Oh yeah. Apparently the Nier remake is gonna have slightly different combat.
Slightly different.
People are wondering whether it's gonna be the same game, or if Yoko Taro is gonna do something whack. This is called like version 1.2.
Yoko Taro is going to
infinite
ask
number of decimals.
people to buy his games.
Yeah, what's gonna happen with him is that it's just gonna be a matter of it being a completely different game, and he said, "Gotcha."
And James still won't buy it. And Yoko Taro's family will have to go hungry. So
I'll probably buy it. Eventually.
No, I can't buy my 10th mansion, James. Why?
Well, I'm not. He's probably not that rich.
No, I'm making moves.
Not to mention he's Japanese. The most he'd have is an estate, Dennis.
yeah, if they say mansion, they're actually referring to an apartment.
They're referring to an apartment with 2 rooms.
That's what the word for apartment is.
Yeah, Alex brings up a good point. There's mods for the PC copy of Final Fantasy VII that make it look as if, like, not quite a remake, but as good as you'll get. And yet they still complain about the fact that the remake isn't a remake. I shouldn't call it the remake, just remake.
The one thing about, I don't really know much about the change Final Fantasy VII remake, but I probably wouldn't like it as much if it relied too heavily on
being a remake.
Previous game.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
I mean, oh yeah, go on. Anyway,
if they can change it however they want, but if part of the story kind of involves it in some way being sequel, which I think is sort of the case with this.
Yeah.
It's kind of no fun for anyone.
I mean,
Except for the people who wanted some weird, wacky sequel that's the original game again, but it's slightly different.
I don't think it's slightly different. I think it is different enough that I consider it. This is just a timey-wimey bullshit plot, which I like. I like that type of thing.
Spoilers, please.
I didn't say what. I just said timey-wimey bullshit.
Listen, James. Just because Cloud wears a watch now, doesn't mean you can tell Alex.
Yeah, but isn't it still related to the plot of the original game?
No, I don't. I think it is like new. It's not anything that was established before.
No, I mean, isn't it kind of something to follow the original game?
Yeah.
So then the original fans who were expecting
just the game,
just the game, but looking new combat, are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And the people who've never played it before can't really get the whole experience because they haven't played the original.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this is a case of trying to please everybody.
No, this is a case of Tetsuya Nomura.
I can't help but respect him.
Nomura is a hack.
He's a hack, but I respect him.
I love him so much.
I love him.
If he forgets about something, Kingdom Hearts, and you bring it up to him, he'll say, "I was always there. That was intentional."
You have to have a certain type of, like a certain amount of just sheer backbone and balls to be able to stick to that kind of stuff. And he does.
Like, seriously. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is so batshit crazy. I love it.
Damn it, I died. Kingdom Hearts 4 2030.
I don't know, you have to be lucky for it to be that early.
Yeah, after all, we still have 7 games between Kingdom Hearts 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then when they have to re-release the entire Kingdom Hearts series again on the new console.
Yep. It's on Xbox now, it's so funny to me.
It's probably not going to
I know,
last.
right? The Xbox having a game.
Yeah, exactly. A game that people care about on the Xbox? Wow.
That doesn't mean
It's kind of like, they have such refusal for putting on Xbox for so long. Or just any other, like...
Well,
device.
I mean,
And Kingdom Hearts 2 was like, yeah, let's put the newest game in the series that is notorious for having a really complicated and not very well thought out story.
that's not really
Sony
complicated.
stopped paying them so much.
Yeah. And also, the Japanese stopped being so racist.
Yeah. I remember one time there was a thing, I was like, when they were introducing Xbox in Japan, they had like meetings of like heads of Xbox and PS2, or like just whatever. It's like, we don't like the Xbox because it's black, but the PS2 is black. Get out.
Remember when the Stadio was saying it was going to capitalize on those gender-neutral colors? Like, you know, using colors like black and white. That's definitely a bonus on top of what all the other console makers do. And the game hides collectibles inside the corpse of the boss. For some reason.
That's kind of... I don't know how to react to that.
It's cartoony. It's a bit sadistic, but it's cartoony. How do I get up there? Which that reminded me of something for a moment, but I can't remember now. Can I get up there through that? No, I can't get up here, can I? Nope, can't do that. Alright, well, I shall return to another area. And then try and live.
So Matthew, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Keep it that way.
Actually, I think I might have played a little bit at your house.
Fuck.
Fuck!
It was
Which one?
not a mainline game. No, I think it was a recent one as well.
Well, if it's a more recent one, it's kind of the same as a mainline game.
Mainline game just means you have Donald and Goofy by your side.
Yeah.
Like, there's only one exception to mainline game not being like the rest of them.
Alex, shut the fuck up. Do not bring that game up ever again.
I mean, I'm a proponent of not being too harsh on Dream Drop Distance, but even then, not gonna say it's perfect.
I tried to play Dream Drop Distance recently, just like, come on, I have to give it a chance. Like, I got halfway through and just, I can't do it. Not worth it.
I can't do it, man. But I'd say when I get around to it, I might be able to manage. Which reminds me, I haven't actually gone back to 2. That's the good one.
Yep.
I'd also find I'd probably manage to avoid one of the issues with Dream Drop Distance, because I hate the whole using fucking colourful shit to just destroy the enemies. And the major problem with Dream Drop Distance is the balloons. So I think I'd manage to quite easily just say, I'm not going to use the balloons.
Alex says Birth by Sleep is the best one.
With the somewhat worse writing, yeah.
Let's be fair, the writing is
Yeah. But I mean,
very
like,
good to begin with. I don't think it's much of a downgrade.
my measurement is based on what are they trying to do here, and how well did they do it. Birth by Sleep shoots the farthest and whiffs it. Birth by Sleep tries so very hard.
Because even if you miss, you'll get stuck in space.
She goes, even if you miss, you'll suffocate and die.
Yeah, it's Birth by Sleep.
It's the windmill.
Okay, what's a game series that 3 of us have played? And don't say Ace Combat.
Well, we've all played an AC game.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock.
I mean, we have these things we've played, and I struggle to think of them because I'm in gamer mode. So shut up.
All right, Matthew, think for him.
I can't think for him. He has to learn to think for himself, or else he's never going to grow as a person.
I can do that, but just not when the gamer brain takes over, Matthew.
Gamer mode activate.
Okay, just try to not say any bad words, okay?
No, not that gamer.
No, that's my type of gamer. So, you're telling me that the mayor just keeps power cells in his hat and just doesn't give it to you unless you do this?
Fucking everyone does that. Everyone.
What assholes? Guys, we need the power cells to save the fucking world. Well, you didn't go fish, so I'm not gonna give it to you.
Well, I mean, at this point, the only motivation is Daxter's been turned into an animal. What do we do?
Okay, yeah. If
And everybody hates Daxter.
To help from me, I'd say no.
Like, everybody literally hates Daxter, and the only motivation is help Daxter.
I feel bad for Jack because yeah. So Devil May Cry, huh?
I suppose we all have played at least one of them.
Do you guys think it's overhyped?
No. I think the culture around it has like matured into what it definitely should be.
Wait, what game have you played?
Huh? Who are you talking?
What game have you played?
1.
Right.
Like burning molten metal over? The fire canyon gets pretty hot. So people
No, like us, Matthew, we've played 2 of them.
I've also released blue cooling balloons you can use
But not 2.
Yep. And the reason I haven't played any others is because I can't play 2, and but my mind says no, you have to play 2.
Come on, 2 is basically easy mode. Just hold the squares.
It's not about the easy mode. It's about the fact that it's janky as fuck. How do I control this again?
Yeah, but it's so broken. If you just hold the shoot button, you win the game.
Just don't play it.
Oh, I have to, Matthew. You don't understand.
No, you don't.
You don't understand.
Control your own mind.
No! My mind controls me! You don't understand, Matthew. I can't control it. It's not my own will.
As much as I like Devil May Cry, I'm not very good at it, but sometimes when people like really into it, I just kind of... No, it can't be that good.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Yeah, it's pretty fun, but like... Calm down.
Oh yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it's just the natural response to people being too hype. It's just, no, shut up.
No, that's not a great response.
It's not, but it's the natural one.
Don't do that.
I mean,
I've never met a person where you talk about a game and it's like, it can't be as good as you say. It's like when I talk about Jedi Outcast.
Not really.
I
I mean,
was,
to them, it's bound to be as good as they say, right?
yeah. But I mean, like, there is a difference between learning to accept its flaws and still liking it versus ignoring the flaws and saying they don't exist.
Well, they're really not flaws to them.
Bro, Matthew, everything has flaws. Except for you. I guess.
didn't say they doesn't have flaws. Maybe those flaws don't matter. This is a hypothetical person.
Matthew, I know you're flawless, but you have to learn about it.
I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. No, I didn't blow up. I'm gonna blow up anyway. Fuck it. Fuck it!
Are you gonna blow up
It's
the
so loud! There we go. Blow up. It's so loud in my ears. Alright, well. This is just that bit when you have the high-speed section with collectibles and you just have to restart it several times to make sure you get them all.
Do you have to get all in one go?
No, like it's just like clearing out sections of it at a time, and then you get the final run through.
Zone of the Enders is good. I've never played.
Ah, bollocks. Zone of the Enders looks good to me, but then I remember, oh, that does the type of mecha thing that I don't like.
What's that? I remember Alex said that
Mecha.
a few times. He likes it.
They have no weight, and I hate it.
Are they in space?
No, they're flying, but they have no weight at all. They're kind of just. It feels more like it's a camera with a model attached to it rather than it's the wrong way around, basically.
Like they don't
Okay.
have any momentum, or what?
Yeah, but I mean, mech games tend to allow you to like completely stop your momentum at will, but it's just the way that does it. I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. It feels wrong,
Enders,
man.
To me, is a two best friends play game. I actually have no idea what the gameplay is like.
Neither
It's-
do I. I remember Alex talked about it, but that was months ago, so I forgot about it.
It's. I mean, I could just describe it as mech combat, but I mean that means nothing to you.
James, I played both type of Gundam games, both extremes.
Like, Demon X Machina mech combat.
No, that's Armored Core type.
Oh.
But like they do fundamentally have like the same elements, just different controls. Mech combat tends to just be here. You put you on this map. Here's your objective. Do that, and also here's enemies coming in every now and then.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation.
Yeah.
It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
Rock Village.
Heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders.
Yeah. It takes a second for them to be on fire, just so as you notice.
Levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
Go get
Take a
MacGuffins.
look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers and come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
Alright. But as we were saying... What were we saying?
The Enders?
Some of the Enders. Yeah, it follows the same general structure as most mech games, which is, of course, it's of course it's a military game, so we just use military ideas in it, and that's the game. Do you like it? You should. If you don't, fuck you.
That's why I love Extreme Versus, because just
That's a fighting game.
Mecha goes zoom zoom.
Exactly. That's just a fighting game.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, you like a fighting game?
It's a 3D fighting game,
Even
so
worse.
it's much better than
It's not an arena fighter, but it is 3D.
Pun. Shit fighter.
What's nice enough like Tekken?
No, Tekken's alright.
The fuck's a Tekken?
Beware
For it has twisted the fate of one of you.
of one of you.
120 precursor orbs for each power.
So what would happen if you crawled into this map?
Oh, it's 120.
Here is another power cell for your.
Well, you probably climb up into one of his eyes. Alright.
Imagine if, like, some guy you knew in your village was cursed, and then his friend was like, we need to get all these things to help him turn back. And you're like,
No.
well, I kind of don't want to.
I never liked that guy.
It's just so funny to me.
That's back into the other thing.
It's like, anyone else? Oh, sure, I'll help out. But it's like, Daxter. I don't like him.
Are you sure? Do we have to?
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe
Research.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We ask you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the precursor basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground.
What?
If you could help
They've
us-
scared the moles to the surface. The moles can't get back underground because they're blind.
You can do it.
That's not how that should work.
We can. Maybe
Is there
we'll
anything,
two power
like,
Nice try.
just in
But I
video
would be
games,
willing
it's
to
like
part with another
video
power
game
cell
logic,
if
and
you
you're
can
like,
find
that should
90
happen, but it's like,
orbs for my
if
friend.
this was in real life, it's like,
Fair enough.
No. Obviously
you
not.
wouldn't do that. Like, not like story bits, just like
Oh,
basic
you have
mechanics. Like,
orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
I don't know. There's an example I had. Forgot about it.
Yeah, that tends to happen a lot.
I really
It's like-
don't think it's what you're looking for, but
Now I can get back
if
to
you think
my
about
research.
most first-person shooters, if you could jump, or if you could only jump as high as a regular person can jump,
You wouldn't do anything.
you wouldn't feel like you could jump very high.
Yeah, that's true.
You very casually jump like twice your height in first-person shooters.
Actually, another point from first-person shooters: run away, heal up in like 3 seconds, come back. It's like video game logic. You're
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But then it's
Thanks, Halo.
like, what the fuck? This shouldn't happen.
That's one of those flying.
Which, I mean, I suppose also, as much as that's apparently a big sin, it is just a step up from, here, just shove a bunch of pills in your mouth, eat a chicken, you'll be fine.
Which is why some games should at least like,
You have a health
you
kit.
know, spread out the health kits or whatever. Instead of like,
I mean, in a way,
Have, like-
Halo has both.
it,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
Trust me. Those
The
eco boxes
The original Halo Combat Brawl had like your base health, which you would need to pick up health packs to regenerate. You would regenerate a bit over time, but then you had your shields over that. That was the first thing to go before you start taking damage, and they would regenerate like after a few seconds.
It's not in all the games.
Oh, the games after that, except for Reach and ODS, they just had shields.
Oh.
okay. Because I remember like a few times you took down my shield,
Oh.
you hit me, and it's like, why am I regenerating health? The shield's only there.
Yeah. So it did have like a little bit of health.
That's the real life example I was thinking of. Like in Halo, I was like, this should heal up. It's like, wait, no, it's not how it works. Remember gamey games?
Huh?
Gamey games?
There's one YouTuber that I watch, and it's like sometimes they talks about like just older games and how they compare to see like what's evolved and stuff. Like the older ones are way more gamey, just kind of like
Yeah, because
weird, but they're like
realism has become such a
conceptually
thing.
original or just trying to do something else. Well, the new ones are kind of like
Samey.
yeah, and they're trying to keep like stuff consistent at least.
Well, yeah, that's how it is to have a franchise. and not have the balls to try and change that franchise.
Jack 2 time.
No, I hate fucking flying through rings. It's the worst part of every game. No! Fuck it. I hate this. It's so bad. And this is what we get to end the stream on, of course.
You've got to fly through each ring before they turn off.
Oh, did that just turn off at the last
I
second?
don't know how to do it, man.
Fuck it.
Oh.
The entire Superman game. Alex, that's a common misconception because most people don't get past that part. Naughty, naughty.
I had a Superman DS game.
On the DS.
Yeah.
As opposed to a Superman DS game on the PS2. No, damn it! I overturned. I overcompensated. It's almost over. Almost. Please, just get it done. Get her done.
Is there a time limit to this?
There's an invisible time limit. If you don't get the next one in the time, it'll disappear.
Fringe.
And of course they start putting them further and further away. And off the beaten track. And then completely out of your view. No. Oh, no. I fucked it. I fucked it. Damn it. Alright, let's just try this a few more times until the stream's over. Because it will take a while. Oh, I'm dead.
Alright, let's think of something.
Anything else that you would think changed its tone for better or for worse?
In sickness and in health.
Didn't Ratchet and Clank Gladiator change its tone a little bit? But it was like
It
not like Jack 2 where it's like, ooh, we're edgy. It was more like making fun of Edge or something like that.
Well, it pretended to, like, yeah, so like it was ironic change of tone. But then they actually, but then they changed the tone for the future series, where it becomes sincere.
That was it. People like the future series?
I did. Like, I mean, game-wise, they're just entirely better because it's like it's an upgrade to the same thing. But story-wise, it's a bit weak.
I remember it had some stupid like, prophecy thing.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you're a member of this long-lost race. You're very important.
You met in like Ratchet 2 or 3. Who?
Well, yeah, everybody makes that joke, but they did at least explain that she's not the same thing. She looks like it, but she's not. Like, that's a case of people getting a bit too caught up in the meme. Oh, fuck.
Okay. I just remember when I played a little bit of Gladiator, I found it kind of funny where it's like the media was making Ratchet just like ruthless killer, but
Exactly.
just a good guy.
But then the moment that the moment he becomes successful, they're sucking up to him.
Yep. I wonder what's the commentary about. I just
Yeah, don't know.
my finger on it.
The moment he's a benefit to them, they turn around. Although at least the game does have the sincerity of saying they're real people.
Yeah.
They have their own wants as well. And one of the
other guy's like name that was like really popular in the media when like Ratchet was being shit on. Ace Hardlight?
Ace Hardlight, yeah.
That was it.
Animal Crossing. Another AC game.
Oh yeah, that was the other one. There was 4 of them.
I remember I looked at a ton of like games that had the initials A and C. Like, what the fuck? Where is A and B?
Okay, what is that? NPC.
Was what?
Halo 2 is that NPC.
Oh yeah, it just came out. Which I must say, I'm rather impressed with the speed at which they're doing it.
Yeah, but I kind of wish they'd
Take longer.
take longer and iron out some bugs.
But I mean, how many bugs can you expect them to have to deal with?
A fair few in the Halo overall release.
Alright. We've done it. And with that,
Dual chain.
I'll save the game. There's 2,000 total precursor orbs and 100 total power cells. That's what it is. 112 total spy drones. So we're 25% through the game. That's 4 more streams. Not too bad, I don't think. So Alex, thank you for joining us, and as well as all of the unvoiced viewers.
Yeah, right. Apparently 6 viewers.
Exactly. So to you all, we bid you adieu. If you want more of this, if you want more, don't you dare, Matthew. If you want more of this, come back next Friday. If you want something else, come back next Monday.